Hello friends, I am Syed, Assistant Professor of Commerce. How are you all? I hope all are fine. So in today's session, we are going to discuss about assessment of individual for 15 marks in income tax. So please watch my previous videos about income from other source for 10 marks, income from business for 15 marks. If you people think this information or this video is useful, then please like, share and comment on my videos, and don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon if you want this type of videos. In today's session, we are going to discuss about assessment of individual for 15 marks. Friends, see, in case of assessment of individual, we have two steps. First one is you have to calculate total taxable income. Second one, you have to calculate the tax liability. If you are doing these two calculations, you are going to have 15 out of 15 in the exam. So hence, please don't skip the video. Watch the entire video if you want to have 15 out of 15 for both BBA as well as Bcom students. Now we'll take the format. First format is computation of total taxable income of Mr. A for the assessment year 23-24. Particulars, amount. Income from salary, write the amount. Income from house property, write the amount. Income from business or profession, then income from capital gain, income from other sources. See, we have five heads: salary, house property, business and profession, capital gain, other source. If you are adding all these five heads, the balance is known as gross total income. The balance is gross total income. From this minus deduction under section 80C to 80U. For an individual, he or she can claim deduction under section 80C to 80U. Example, 80C, most important or repeated one, LIC premium, write the amount. Contribution to PPF, Public Provident Fund, write the amount. Contribution to RPF, Recognized Provident Fund, write the amount under 80C. Make the total, take this to the second column. Then 80D, related to medical insurance premium, write the amount. Then 80G, donation to NDF, PMDRF, PMNRF, write the amount, then make the total, take this to the second column. If you are having deduction from 80C to 80U, from the gross total income, the balance is total taxable income. The balance is total taxable income. This is the first format. Now the second format, computation of tax liability of Mr. A for the assessment year 23-24. Particulars, amount, tax on special items or special incomes. First one, tax on LTCG, long term capital gain at 20%. Then tax on casual income at 30%. Balance amount, tax on balance amount, tax on first rupees 2,50,000 nil. Then tax on next rupees 2,50,000 5%, rupees 12,500. Tax on next rupees 5 lakh at 20%, rupees 1 lakh. Now tax on above 10 lakh, rupees 30%. Make the total. This is known as tax before surcharge. Then after that, add surcharge. If your income is above 50 lakh, then you have to calculate surcharge. Add surcharge. Balance is known as tax before health and education cess. Then add health and education cess at 4% on this amount. You are going to have tax before TDS and advance tax. Then minus TDS and advance tax, ultimate balance is net tax payable. This is format number 2. If you are doing all this type of calculations, you are going to have 15 out of 15. Take a minute, make a note or take a screenshot of this format. Now we'll take the first question. So question will be displayed on the screen now. Mr. Sumuk furnishes the following information for the assessment year for the previous year 22-23. Income from salary computed. Here computed means already they have calculated. So need not to worry. Rupees 5 lakh. Then rent from house property rupees 10,000 per month. Then municipal tax paid by Mr. Sumuk, rupees 5,000, and paid by tenant, rupees 5,000. So here from the rent from house property, you have to deduct municipal tax of rupees 5,000 paid by Sumuk owner. Paid by tenant you have to ignore. Then income from business, okay, LTCG under capital gain, rupees 80,000. Winning from lottery, rupees 1 lakh, it will come under the head income from other source. Interest on government security, rupees 20,000, it will come again income from other source. Dividend from Tata Company Limited, rupees 50,000, again it will come from under what income from other source. Then dividend from Microsoft company, USA based company, rupees 80,000, again income from other source. Interest on tax free debentures of JK Tyres Limited. See, when we were discussing about income from other source, there we have discussed about the concept of securities. If in the question they have given tax free, then compulsory you have to do gross up. How we have to do the gross up will take when we are going to discuss the answer. Then life insurance premium paid rupees 40,000, it will come under section 80C, deduction under section 80C. Then deposited in PPF account rupees 80,000, again 80C. Contribution to RPF rupees 40,000, again 80C. Then he paid medical insurance premium by check rupees 30,000. Mr. Sumuk is 40 years old. See, medical insurance premium paid by Sumuk is rupees 30,000 and they have given 40 years old. See, it will come under 80D. Medical insurance premium, it will come under 80D. Very important. If the assessee or if the taxpayer is below the age of 60 years, then maximum of deduction they can claim under this section is only rupees 25,000. Make a note, only 25,000 they can what claim. If they are above the age of 60 years, they can claim 50,000, maximum of 50,000. So here what you can do is actual amount rupees 30,000 or maximum limit 25,000, whichever is less that is deductible. That formula you can apply. Then after that the next point is donation to National Defence Fund rupees 50,000, it will come under 80G. So compute tax liability of Mr. Sumuk for the assessment year 21-22. Now take a screenshot of this question and now I am going to discuss the answer. Now answer will be displayed on the screen. Computation of taxable income of Mr. Sumuk. Computation of taxable income of Mr. Sumuk for the assessment year 23-24. Income from salary computed rupees 5 lakh. Now you have a question, sir. If computed is not given, then what we have to do? See, if computed is not given, then you have to give a standard deduction of rupees 50,000. So here directly they have given computed. Computed means already they have calculated and given. Need not to worry. Write the amount 5 lakh. Then rent from house property. It is for per month rupees 10,000 into 12, 1,20,000 rupees. Then minus municipal tax paid by Mr. Sumuk 5,000. Net annual value 1,15,000. Next minus deduction under section 24. Standard deduction at 30% on NAV. 1,15,000 30%, we are going to get 34,500. Next, housing loan interest, they have not given any information for that. So 1,15,000 minus 34,500, we are going to have 80,500. This is known as what? Income from house property. Then after that, income from business, they have given computed rupees 2 lakh. Right directly. Capital gain, only long term capital gain is there, rupees 80,000. Then after that income from other source, winning from lottery rupees 1 lakh, dividend from Tata Company rupees 50,000, interest on government securities rupees 20,000, dividend from Microsoft Company rupees 80,000, interest on tax free debentures. See here tax free debentures they have given. So what you have to do? You have to do the gross up. 27,000 divided by 90 into 100, you are going to get 30,000. Make the total of all this 1,50,000, 20,000, 80,000, 30,000. We are going to have 2,80,000. Now, next page. If you are adding all these five heads, the answer is gross total income, that is 11,40,500. Then after that, next line minus deduction under section 80C to 80U. Under section 80C, LIC premium deposited to PPF, contribution to RPF, it is total of 1,60,000. Make a note here. Under section 80C, an individual can claim only rupees 1,50,000. So they have what spent 1,60,000, but they can claim only 1,50,000 only. Make a note of this. Then 80D, medical insurance premium rupees 30,000. As I told, he is below the age of 60 years. Only maximum of 25,000 they can claim. 80G, donation to NDF 100% deduction 50,000. So make the total of this deduction and 1,50,000, 25,000, 50,000. If you are deducting all this amount from the gross total income, the balance is 9,15,500. 9,15,500 is total taxable income. Then next, computation of tax liability. So here now you have to calculate the tax liability. Very first, tax on special income, tax on LTCG. See the question. They have given LTCG long term capital gain of rupees 20,000. So tax on LTCG at 20%, 80,000 into 20%, rupees 16,000. Then tax on lottery income. How much lottery income there? 1 lakh. 30% means 30,000. Write that in the outer column. Then next, tax on balance amount. See what is our total taxable income? 9,15,500 minus on which amount you have calculated the tax. Here you have to remember not the tax amount. On which amount you have calculated the tax? LTCG 80,000 plus winning from lottery 1 lakh, 1,80,000. 9,15,500 minus 1,80,000 if you are deducting, balance is 7,35,500. Now on this you have to calculate the tax on the slab rate according to the old tax regime. On first to rupees 2,50,000 nil. On next to rupees 2,50,000 at 5%, 12,500. On remaining amount, see, so far you have calculated tax on 2,50,000 plus 2,50,000, 5 lakh. So what is our balance amount? 7,35,500 minus 5 lakh if you are doing, the remaining amount is 2,35,500 at 20%, 47,100. Make the total of all this. We are going to have 59,600. This is known as tax before surcharge. 1,05,600. Add surcharge. See, here the total taxable income is not exceeding rupees 50 lakh, so surcharge will be nil. Now again we are going to get the same amount, 1,05,600. This is known as tax before health and education cess. Then add health and education cess at 4%. On 1,05,600 we are going to have 4,224. So tax before TDS 1,09,824 minus TDS nil. So answer is 1,09,824. This is the answer for second question. This is the answer for second question. You can take the screenshot. Now we'll take the second question. Now we'll take the second question. Now question will be displayed on your screen. The following particulars are furnished by Ms. Nupur for the previous year 22-23. Income from salary again computed rupees 3 lakh, well and good. Income from house property computed 1,20,000, well and good. Then income from business 80,000. Long term capital gain 60,000. Short term capital gain rupees 50,000. Short term capital loss rupees 10,000. Casual income from games on TV shows rupees 30,000 gross. Okay. Interest on government securities rupees 24,000. Collection charges on interest on government securities rupees 100, dividend from Indian company. This was what from the casual income till this director fees, it is income from other source. And contribution to RPF, ATC, LIC premium, see sum assured, 5 lakh sum assured they have given, 40,000 they have given. If this type of things they have given, I'll explain you while writing the answer. Contribution to PPF, again ATC, contribution to units of mutual fund, ATC, medical policy premium by check rupees 30,000, again 30,000 they have given, they have not told about the age, we'll assume it is below the age of 60 years, and 25,000 maximum deduction they can claim under 80D. Compute taxable income and tax liability of Miss Nupur. Now we'll take the answer. Now answer will be displayed on your screen. Computation of total taxable income of Mr. Nupur, Miss Nupur for the assessment year 23-24. Income from salary computed rupees 3 lakh. If they have given computed, need not to worry, directly write the amount 3 lakh. Income from house property. See, in the previous problem you have calculated rent from house property minus municipal tax minus standard deduction. Here you are not supposed to do all those things. So income from house property computed rupees 1,20,000. Then income from business, directly they have given rupees 80,000, write that. Capital gain, long term capital gain 60,000, short term capital gain rupees 50,000, short term capital loss rupees 10,000. See friends, here if you have long term capital loss, then you can only set off from long term capital gain. If there is a loss from long term capital asset, you can have the option of this adjustment of or set off thing only from long term capital gain. If you have loss from short term what capital asset, you can set off or you can adjust from short term capital gain, then also from long term capital gain. Say short term capital gain 50,000, short term capital loss rupees 10,000, balance 40,000, 60 plus 40, 1 lakh, take this to the second column. Then income from other sources, casual income from games, gross amount they have given rupees 30,000. Then interest on government securities rupees 24,000. See, interest on government security 24,000 minus collection charges. See, if you have spent any collection charges to collect interest on government security, that is deductible 23,900. Then dividend from Indian company rupees 20,000. Winning from lottery, net they have given. If they have given net, then you have to do the gross up. Amount given in the question rupees 70,000. If 70,000 is for 70%, then how much for 100%? Sir, why you have taken 70% here? Why? Because the rate of TDS on casual income is 30%. 100 minus 30, 70. So we'll get 70,000 divided by 70 into 100, will get 1 lakh. Director fees received rupees 80,000. Make the total, take this to the second column, 2,53,900. This is known as gross total income 8,53,900. Now, next page, minus deduction under section 80C to 80U. Under 80C, contribution to RPF rupees 40,000, LIC premium sum assured 5 lakh. So if this is the case, what you have to do, on the sum assured you have to take 10%, 5 lakh 10%, 50,000, or actual premium paid 40,000. Which one is less, 50 or 40? 40. Take this to the first column. Then contribution to PPF 10,000, contribution to units of mutual fund 20,000, make the total 1,10,000 in the outer column. 80D medical insurance premium rupees 30,000 they have given, but only 25 deduction they can claim. So if you are having all this calculation, you are going to get 7,18,900. This is known as total taxable income. Then computation of tax liability, particulars, amount, tax on special income, tax on LTCG at 20%. So what is the long term capital gain? Rupees 60,000. 60,000, 20% means how much? 12,000. Then tax on winning from lottery, gross amount you have to take. Whenever you are calculating tax here, you have to take the gross amount. What is the gross amount? 1 lakh. 1 lakh 30%, 30,000, take this to the second column. Then therefore tax on the balance amount 7 lakh 18,900 minus on which amount you have calculated the tax 60,000 plus 1 lakh. 7 lakh 18,900 minus 1 lakh 60,000. Answer is 5 lakh 58,900 is the remaining amount. On this you have to calculate the tax. So on first 2 rupees 2 lakh 50 nil. On next 2 rupees 2 lakh 50 at 5%, 12,500. On remaining amount 250 plus 250 5 lakh. So far you have calculated tax on 5 lakh. So 5 lakh 58,900 minus 5 lakh 58,900. 58,900 into 20%, 11,780. Make the total of this. Take this to the second column, 24,280. Tax before cess charge 66,280. Here I am not adding the cess charge because income is not exceeding rupees 50 lakh. Add health and education cess at 4%, 66,280 into 4%, 2,651. Add this, you are going to have 66,931 tax before TDS and advance tax minus TDS on lottery income at 30%. What is the lottery income gross amount? 1 lakh. 30% you have to calculate 30,000. So tax liability is 36,931 rupees. Take the screenshot of all these answers. So this is about the discussion of assessment of individual. So friends, here you have to consider two important points. One is, if they have given long-term capital loss, then you have to set off from long-term capital gain. If they have given short-term capital loss, you have to set off from short-term capital gain. If it is not possible to set off from that, then you can consume or you can utilize long-term capital gain as well. Okay, I hope this information is useful to you. If you people think this information is useful or informative, then please share to your friends who are studying this BCom or BBA in other colleges. Then one more thing, don't forget to subscribe my channel and please watch the entire video if you want to have 15 out of 15. Okay, thank you.